Alright, so you guys can see that I've gone in and done this for each of the cats in my panels. So I traced the inside of the lines, colored it in, traced just outside those pencil lines with a nice clean marker. Now I haven't done any erasing yet, and I'm not going to on this first panel. I'm going to leave it just like this so we can kind of see the contrast as we go along. On this next panel, I'm going to, before I do any erasing usually happens right at the very, very end. I'm going to go through with my pen, and I'm going to kind of do my straight line. So I'm going to divide up my panels from each other, and I'm going to do kind of some lines that kind of denote the wood surface of the windowsill, so we have a difference or a contrast between the light coming in from the window, which is directly behind the black cat, and the wall, as well as the windowsill information. Okay, so I'm going to add some texture, and that's what I'll do right now. Using my same pen that I've been working with, my fine tip, I'm going to do some of this texture before I add the lines. The reason why I would do it before rather than after means that any mistakes that I have right at the edge will be covered up by the slightly thicker line that I will do on the edge. If you're very, very careful, then you will be fine and you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to do kind of a wood texture, which organic textures are usually more like a wiggle line. Is oftentimes with wood. If I just show you my wooden table that I'm working on, they'll have some of these circular type of shapes or lines that kind of go into each other, right next to each other, sometimes very close, sometimes very far away. So that's the kind of thing that I'm mimicking here. But notice that I also have some action lines. So if I were to do this same texture right behind those action lines, I may not see those action lines. So I'm actually going to just do a couple of little lines and then skip some area and just do a few more to help finish off this wood grain. Okay, so I'll still be able to see those, and I'm going to do those thicker or heavier than I've done these wood grain lines. I will use my marker rather than my pen to do those. And I'm going to do those same kind of wood grain lines, but I'm going to change direction so that they're kind of going side to side here, making sure that I'm not going to get any in my white line for my cat. Okay, so I'm going to go through and add texture to all of my little areas here. Okay, and then I'm going to repeat this texture in all of the places where I have wood, and I'm going to add a vertical up and down line like a wallpaper, and fewer lines, but some that are on the ground too, just to kind of make this image seem complete. But I'm not going to do anything in the background of the window itself. I want it to seem like there's lots of light coming in, so I'm not going to do anything. And I'm going to trace my outside square. Now when I trace my outside square, even though I'm going to use a marker, I'm still going to use my ruler so that those marker lines are nice and straight. And I need two hands to do this because one hand has to hold the ruler and the other hand needs to hold the marker. So we really want to keep our lines straight. Even if you drew them straight with a pencil, when you do them with the marker, you want to do them again with the ruler. Otherwise, they will get crookedy. Even someone who has been drawing for many, many years, if they want super straight lines, they'll use a ruler, so you should too.